Hi, my name is Chad Beasy Butler, and for those who do not know me, I play baseball here at Avila. Sports have been a part of my life ever since I've been 4, maybe even 3 years old, younger than that, the earliest memories I can possibly think of. In particular, I don't really have one memory that is overwhelming or more overwhelming than the other, but I do remember the first time ever putting on a uniform, and ever since I put on that uniform, it's been getting after it, having fun doing it. And this sort of image that I have of playing the game and enjoying the game, and like I said, it gives me this sort of escape from reality. And the best image and current event that I could possibly think of that relates to this sort of issue is Derek Jeter. And for those of you who don't know who Derek Jeter is, excuse me, Derek Jeter was a shortstop for the New York Yankees for over 20 years. He's 6th on the all-time hit list. He's number 1 on the Yankees all-time hit list. He's 5-time World Series champion, and arguably he's the classiest player to ever play the game. And Joe Torre actually talked about Derek Jeter's last ever game. And the story behind Derek Jeter's last ever game was that he got to have the opportunity to come up in the bottom of the 9th with 2 outs, or I'm sorry, with 1 out. And he happened to hit a walk-off base hit to win the game. And Joe Torre said that the image that I have provided here, it's the happiest that Derek Jeter has ever been in a Yankees uniform. And from a guy that has just grown up in hardships and be able to show that sort of joy, that is exactly what sports does. With that example out of the way, we're supposed to resolve this issue of social issues with sport itself. And unfortunately, I don't believe sports can do that. I mean, sports can bring a message out like we've seen with this Colin Kaepernick and Brandon Marshall issue. And I guess that can somewhat be solving the issue, because the famous saying is resolving an issue is realizing that there is an issue itself and realizing what that issue is. And I guess you could say that Colin Kaepernick and Brandon Marshall have brought a voice, which is the start. But overall, I do not think that this voice, I mean, it can lead to something, but overall, it's not going to change anything. You can take the lion out of the jungle, but you can't take the jungle out of the woods. And people don't change. And unfortunately, that's the way of the world. The voice can maybe somewhat bring something in the future, but just because someone says someone's racist and people are aware of it, it's not going to change the fact that people still are racist. But like I said, that power of sports is that it can bring the message out to the entire country. However, sports, what people don't realize, is a profession. We get caught up that it is glory and it's beautiful, it's a beautiful thing, but it is a profession, it's their job. If someone else had a job like a car salesman, had the same word that Colin Kaepernick had, he probably wouldn't get any of my attention and I wouldn't know about it. And he'd probably get something from his boss like, hey, just get back to work. And unfortunately, because of that, on that note, we don't live in a perfect country. And unfortunately, there's no country that is, because if there was a perfect country, I think we live there. Excuse me. But there are bits of shining perfection in the country. And we could relate that to sports. No sports team, no baseball team has ever gone 162-0. No hitters have batted 1,000 in an entire season. But there have been perfect games. There have been hitters that have went 4 for 4 with 4 home runs in games before. And I think that's what sports is to our nation and to what this country and this world is all about. It's that shining diamond in the rough that is this non-perfect world. Whether that be the shining or the issue of bringing social injustice to people and standing up for what you believe in, or maybe it's just having fun, it's no doubt that sports is beautiful and it brings the best out in us. Thank you very much.